people need to do is focus on building strong minds out here. Focus on building up people's integrity and morals and values. Yes, so people can try to deny the truth and hide the facts, but the truth doesn't need any support. So we need to encourage people to know for a fact who they are, what they are, and magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. Build people up and lift them up and be supportive and positive, if anything. But if we're not doing that for one another, at least we need to do that for ourselves, because I have to do my own cheerleading for myself to encourage myself with if nobody else is going to do it. So it's unfortunate that most of the time, only thing people have to give you is a bunch of BS and nonsense and foolishness, and then you have to go and sort it out on your own time, and get your mind back right with the Most High because of what somebody said or because of something somebody did. And it's rarely that somebody actually encouraged you or actually motivated you, that you racking your brain about something positive. So we have to get our mind back on the positivity, our purpose, and our plan. And so we just need to be happy and whole, mentally strong on our own, mentally strong. So I'm over here thinking like clarity of mind and a peace of mind and a sound mind. And that's what the Most High gives you. And He's given me is a sound mind, not a mind that's in despair or confusion or dwelling on X, Y, and Z or whatever the case may be. Like, really just knowing that I'm operating from my best interests and that I make healthy, whole decisions according to my best interests. And so when adversity comes my way, I know how to handle it in the appropriate way. And, so we're not getting in our feelings or getting emotionally bent out of shape when things are not in accordance to what we believe or what we prefer or how we feel or whatever. Yes. So it's unfortunate that we do have to set people straight and we have to speak up for ourselves and we have to voice our opinions to get the respect that we deserve and all of that. We just have to be our own spokesperson and do our own due diligence to know that we're speaking from a very rational, sound place and that this is serious business. Like, I'm not to be played with. Like, don't play with me. Like, I'm not crazy and I'm not delusional or whatever the case may be. So don't try to play me crazy. And yeah, because this is not that. So yeah, just know that. Yeah, so it all goes back to having a strong, sound mind. And it really makes sense that why people will try to create some kind of disruption or try to ruffle your feathers because they want to get a reaction out of you, because you can just simply be minding your own business and you doing an A1 job, an A plus job, 100% good, like you showing up 90 to 95% every day, doing your due diligence, shining like a diamond, and a person just they not gonna say nothing hateful directly to you, but if whatever little opportunity they have to try to dim your light, they gonna take it. And you got to be prepared for that, because you already know that you shining so bright that the enemy don't like that. He's gonna try to bring you down a couple of notches. He gonna try to bring you down like you ain't all of that. You ain't. I know you look good for your age and you doing your part and you a good worker and you show up on time and you ain't out here, you know, giving, messing up your life. We ain't gonna, we have no reason to fire you. We have no reason to turn you down. We have no reason to reject you, but we're gonna find some kind of flaw, some kind of some reason to give you a hard time. And whatever, when you trying to speak up to say, um, no, I need to know exactly how this is how we're gonna do this. I need clarity. I need information on how we're gonna how this the rules of what we're gonna do or whatever in work and friendship. We need to know a guideline or how we're gonna go about this. And I need details. I'm a detailed kind of gal. I need to know what's going on before it goes on, because when people don't want to give you the full details of information, I think they're trying to set you up for failure and cause confusion, because um, I need clarity and I need answers, because if you know what I'm saying? So I can't solve an issue if I'm unaware of it. And then when something happens that I'm unaware of, how was I supposed to know that this was going to be the case if I was unaware of it? So yeah, so now I'm upset because I'm being blamed for something that I didn't know anything about. And, and when you could have just told me, gave me the information in advance. So yeah, but that's how some people will try to withhold information from you just to set you up for failure. So they know that if you know all the details of everything, then you in the know. So you don't you not have the upper hand, but you do have you something is in your control whether you do it or you don't do it. But but if you don't have all the information and you do something that's without all the information, then you subject to fail. So you don't do what's appropriate, or don't do your job adequately, or you make the wrong decisions and choices based off the wrong information. So that's how people try to manipulate the situation in their favor by not giving you all the correct information that you need. So just know that the more information you have about yourself, the better off you will be. So we don't have to worry about knowing anybody in and out, as long as we know ourselves inside and out. And if a person is um, uh, intentionally trying to ruffle your feathers, we automatically know what space they're operating from. And it's clearly not from the best place. Yeah, so I could go on and on about this, but hopefully you all gather what I'm putting down. And it's basically just work on having a sound, peaceful, renewed mind and a strong mind, because these days people are trying to attack your mind in any way, any shape, fashion that they can. People are trying to attack your mind in any way that they can. And we can't let that wreak havoc in our mind or in our day-to-day life, or mess up our week, or dwelling on something somebody said or something somebody did. We can't let that don't let that dictate how we feel. For Don't let that energy linger on and on and on and on as if it belongs to you. And that energy does not belong to you. That belongs to someone else. So do not take that energy on as your own when you know who you are and what you are and whose you are. Don't take on anyone's energy that they projected onto you. Don't take on anyone's negative energy that they're trying to project onto you that does not belong to you, because they are projecting that negativity to dim your light and bring you down and try to live rent free in your brain. And they know that you destined for greatness and you're a good person. But they, for some reason, have a problem with that and have an issue with that instead of acknowledging your greatness and your goodness, and instead of acknowledging your strengths and giving you a pat on the back and inspiring you and empowering you, they choose to do the typical low vibrational opposite by wreaking havoc and sneak dissing or being a thorn in your side and rubbing you the wrong way and trying to purposely get under your skin instead of being positive and actually being a motivational influence in your life. These people choose to be negative. That's just facts. But yeah, just keep that's why we have to know what we know, and we have to take a break from all of that sometime to get back to we have to take a break sometime to get our mind back right, to know where we know what we know. We have to get our mind back right and get our sound mind and renew our mind so that we're not operating from a place that doesn't belong to us. And because if we have this negative energy from someone that was projecting on us, now we have a short temper. Now we're taking out our frustration on someone else, and we are misdirecting this energy or misappropriating this energy that was placed on us from work or from a friend or from a family member. Now we're taking it out on someone else that has nothing to do with the situation. So we don't want to do that. So we know who we are, what we are, and whose we are. So we don't carry that energy on with us into our other daily life activities. And so we don't have to let a person's actions affect our existence. We are in charge of how we feel. We are in charge of how we want to show up in the world. And nobody has control over how we react to anything. So if I choose to laugh it off, if I choose to get you together real nicely, then I need to do that. But what we're not going to do is play on my intelligence and think that I'm not going to say anything, because I'm always going to speak up for myself the right way. Okay? Yeah. So just know that you always have the right to speak up for yourself and voice your opinion and let your voice be heard. And people have no choice but to respect that. They don't have a choice. You have to hear me. You have to hear what I have to say. You have to hear that if I don't like it, if I don't want to do that, or if I have a problem with it, then we need to rearrange it, or we need to tell me what's going on. Like what? But don't just try to bamboozle me and tell me what we halfway tell me what's going on and try to leave me in the dark and not give me all the information that I asked or require from you. That has been a problem for me with pretty much when anybody's trying to manipulate the narrative or try to act as if I'm asking for too much. They want to act like you're asking for too much when you just simply asking for the details or information, as if you're not supposed to speak up for yourself, because I'm a person that I need to know what's going on from beginning to end. And if that's a problem, then that's a personal problem, because I'm not going to budge on. Yeah, because if it all falls down, then I'm gonna let you know that I asked this person this and you didn't tell me. You didn't give me the information, so this is what I was talking about. But yet, to avoid all the confusion, just please answer the questions. Please don't have a problem with me voicing my opinion. Don't have a problem with a person asking questions, and don't have a problem with a person needing clarity. Don't try to keep me down and keep me in ignorance, keep me in the dark about anything when I'm asking for clear cut